MasterChef Australia winner Adam Liaw has taken 120 flights across the globe since his crowning. And this first taste of Africa at the Ngala Private Game Reserve was a welcome return to Earth.
Adam, you know what? I'm cursed. Every time I cook for a girl, within a matter of weeks, we break up. What's that foolproof recipe that'll never end up in a breakup?
I think when you're cooking for girls, you don't really have to try too hard to impress. I honestly think the most foolproof recipe for making a girl on a date is a good mashed potato. You know, it's something that they've had before, but if you can make it better than anyone else that she's tried before, she's yours.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna add that to my arsenal. Guys, get some tips.
Before anyone even knew he could cook, Adam was a law graduate working in Japan as a media lawyer. There he started a blog about food, and when he won the cooking show, published his first book, 2 Asian Kitchens. This afternoon, however, it was Asia versus Africa with chef Dumi Nglovu.
You can have a bit of a cook-off here. Dumi, what are you making?
I'm making South African babuti.
Classic, eh?
Classic.
And Adam, what are you making?
Well, I'm making a shrimp gratin. I really like the custard on top of the babuti, so I'm going to do a gratin, which is kind of a similar type of thing.
Making me feel hungry. Well, gentlemen, at your stations, let's get cooking.
I'm starting by heating my pan on the fire. And then once my pan is hot, I'm going to saute my onions with the olive oil. And then put the fragrant, the spices, and then the mince.
Well, you listen, remember, you're representing the green and gold, eh? In the spirit of rugby, you got to represent the guys. Okay, so we're going to win today, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Got to keep clean.
Of course, of course. You seem to be quite an adventurous cook.
Oh yeah, you know, there's so many different types of food out there, types of ingredients. You know, I'm actually looking forward to Dumi's babuti today. You know, something I haven't tried before. Yeah, I love to try new ingredients, love to try new dishes. There's a whole new world out there of culinary stuff to get amongst. We've got here half an onion, and it's been studded with cloves. We just push the cloves straight into the onion. Because the bechamel is just a plain white sauce, it's really important to put a lot of flavour in there. So we're just getting that extra flavour in there. We add that, plus a couple of bay leaves, and then we just put some milk in, we'll heat it on the stove.
Simba was not above a little stirring of his own.
And make it a bit hot for them, make it a bit spicy, eh?
Yeah, because we got the chutneys on the side. If you think it's too hot, it's too mild, you just add. If it's too strong, that's why you got the yogurt to cool it down or to make it stronger. It's a choice.
What's all that mixing going on over there?
Yeah, so I've just had some milk and flour in here, and I've just cooked that into what's called a blonde roux, so just cooking that together to get that flour taste out, and then I'm putting my flavoured milk back into this to make a bechamel sauce. The secret is to add the milk a little bit at a time, that way you get a nice really smooth sauce without those lumps through it.
So how do you find cooking in the bush?
Oh, I love it, you know, we've got a little friend up there making a bit of noise and watching us cook. It's great to be out here.
Yellow hornbull, might see an elephant rock up soon, or a lion.
Absolutely.
I'm frying my onions and my mince once it's all done, and I'm gonna take it and transfer it to the pot where I do some egg custard with some bread. That will be a crust for my topping. I'm gonna use it on the ground and put some coals on.
Well, what about the oven?
We don't need an oven here. We're in the middle of nowhere. There's no electricity here, so I'm gonna use the ground.
Creating a kitchen on safari is Dumi's speciality.
Well done, man.
That's the one.
Adam was embracing the experience.
Adam, what actually brings you to SA?
I'm actually cooking at the Good Food and Wine Show in Johannesburg, starting on Thursday the 22nd.
You're actually said to be somewhat of a genius. I mean, you started university at the age of 16.
I don't know if I'm a genius. I went through school pretty quickly.
So you started to be a lawyer, then you went to cooking. Why?
So, something I've always wanted to do, you know. I cooked since I was a little kid, and it's you know, it's how I relax and it's how I have fun. So to be able to do that professionally and to do that as my job, you know, very lucky.
Cooking out here in the wild and then cooking behind the scenes in the competition. I mean, what's the contrast like?
Yeah, you know, we cook a lot outdoors in MasterChef as well, and you've always got to look at where the wind's coming from, how that's going to affect your gas stovetop. Stovetop's going to blow out, you have to start it up again. You know, some of the biggest disasters on MasterChef were not trying to blame the tools or anything, but were caused by cooking in unfamiliar circumstances.
Smells so good. Crikey. Look at those prawns as they fry into a golden crispy brown colour. It's like art, mate. It's like art.
Next we just add a bit of brandy to this and flambe it.
Mate, this is South Africa.
Yeah?
Call it branavine.
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 Alrighty, alrighty.
I think you cheated, Adam. Someone must have told you that I love prawns.
Oh, that's how we do it in the competition, you know? You work out what the judges like and you cook that.
Let's get that out the ground.
Co-author of the book, A Kitchen Safari, about Pan-African cuisine, Dumi was showing off his bush style.
How's yours doing?
Not so good, actually. It's not browning in this oven. Tumi, can I use yours?
You're welcome to do so.
Bring it over. There we go. Think that's hot enough?
Yeah, should be fine.
Adam's readiness to embrace the new began as a child, when, before he was 18, he'd lived in more than 20 different homes across 4 countries and pretty much cooked and tasted his way around the world.
The oven's working a lot better than the gas one.
Of course. Well, then again, you all know the proof was in the pudding. I'll be the judge of this.
A fascinating piece of advice Adam shared is that taste is 60% to do with texture and 40% to do with flavour. Who'd got it more right, Adam or Dumi?
You know, guys, I can't make a decision. You guys decide.
I can't wait to try this, actually. That's delicious. You can definitely get used to that.
And that?
That's beautiful.
Okay, no, that's enough, guys. Listen, this is for me, but have you heard of biltong?
Never.
Go get yourself some.
To see Adam Liaw live along with the likes of TV super chef Gordon Ramsay, get yourself to the Good Food and Wine Show at the Coca-Cola Dome in Johannesburg this week. Catch Adam on Thursday, the 22nd of September.